You're losing money because you're chasing signals without a structure. Most traders see ribbon flip, take the trade, and wonder why their account bleeds out in choppy markets. Here's the deal. I'm gonna show you a proof of concept that filters out the noise and keeps you out of traps that destroy retail accounts. This isn't theory. It's what keeps institutional money safe when amateurs are getting stopped out. The indicator we're using is called dynamic flow ribbons. It's not some magic tool. It's a volatility-based envelope that wraps around price and tells you when momentum is real. The system builds adaptive bands using an exponential moving average of the high and low closing average. When price stretches beyond those bands, the ribbon expands. When it compresses, they tighten. That expansion and contraction, that's the market showing you whether it has energy or if it's just drifting. The trend flips when price crosses above or below the envelope. Simple, clean, one visual statement from the market. But here's where most people fail. They treat this like a buy-sell button. Price crosses above the ribbon, they go long. Price crosses below, they short. Look at the 15-minute gold chart and sideways market. The ribbon flips every few candles. You get a buy signal, then a sell signal, then another buy. You're whipsawed to death. That's not trading. That's account suicide. This is exactly how stop loss hunting works. The market chops you up, triggers your stops, and move on without you. You're not wrong about direction. You're wrong about timing. So let's fix it. Adjust the length setting to 7. This tighten the respectiveness without making it so sensitive that every wiggle becomes a signal. Now we have a cleaner read on momentum in the financial market. But the real edge is not the indicator, it's in the price action around it. Here's the setup. You're on the gold 15-minute time frame. Price is above the dynamic line. That's your bullish bias, but you don't enter just because it's above. You wait for price to pull back below the ribbon. That pullback is the market resting. It's not a reversal, it's a retest. When price dips below that line, you're watching for one thing, the most recent swing high, market. The level is your resistance. It's the boundary of normal. If the market has real momentum, it'll break above that swing high. When it does, that breakout candle is your trigger. That's your entry, not before, not on hope, on confirmation. Now let's talk risk management, because this is where amateurs separates from professionals. Never risk more than 1% of your account per trade. I don't care how confident you are, 1%. And always set a stop loss. If the market turns against you, you need a logical exit that cuts the losses before it becomes a blowout. Your stop loss goes just below the dynamic ribbon or the most recent swing low, whichever is tighter. That's your line in the sand. If price breaks it, the setup failed. You're out. No emotion, no hoping it comes back. Your take profit 1.5 times or 2 times your risk. If your risk 20 pips, you're targeting 30 or 40. This keeps your reward to risk ratio positive. You don't need to win every trade. You just need to win more than you lose. And when you win bigger. That's how you stay profitable over time. The short setup works the same way in reverse. Price is below the dynamic line, that's your bearish bias. Wait for price to rally back above the ribbon. And when it does, mark the most recent swing low. If price breaks below that swing low with a strong bearish candle, that's your entry. A stop loss goes above the ribbon or the recent swing high, and take profit is the same ratio, 1.5 to 2 times risk. It's symmetrical, it's clean, it's repeatable. And if you want something even simpler, check out the recommended video on your screen. It breaks down the most straightforward scalping strategy you'll ever see. Pure price action, clear entry and exit rules, no complexity. And if you want an approach you can start testing right away, go watch it now. Happy trading!